Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Absolutely, they are great, great, great. You know what else is great, Steve?
When we actually have audio, because apparently we didn't in the YouTube version. Brian, just let me
Oh,
know. I believe I've rectified the situation.
can you hear us, YouTube people? Is it better now?
We'll find out in a minute.
Okay, but the rest of us talk like the audio
mixer
people.
the mixer looks good now.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, if this is just the very beginning of our podcast, welcome. But we've been talking for 20 minutes.
you can go back and see us talking to nothing about anything except
Yeah.
Star Wars, and the modern state of the box
Yeah,
office.
and it works out that now is when we're actually going to start the stories that we plan to talk about.
Yeah. Now
Instead
we're
of
getting to
doing
the
an
rundown.
Yeah, instead of an impromptu summer movie recap.
Yep. So I got to remember in my brain to not change things on myself, because usually
Right.
all my production stuff is here.
Ah,
So I can look through and I know where the mixer is and I know where everything else is. I had it all over
Right.
here.
Oh man, other side, womp womp.
It's normally my look
Well-
crap up area.
If you're just joining us, welcome to the Multiverse Report. We're about to talk about Star Wars, finally. And I'm excited to talk about Star Wars because I had a realization the other day. And that realization is that it's been a long time for me personally that I have watched any Star Wars thing, like longer than normal. I was watching Rebels for a while with my son.
Yep.
And then summertime hit and he's watching less TV, at least at night, you know, when it's time to like pick a show and hang out and settle down a little bit. So less of that. We're watching less movies in general because he's out running around. So we
Mhm.
haven't watched any more Star Wars movies. And I haven't watched any more Star Wars movies either for a number of reasons. And now I'm starting to get a little itchy. I'm starting to be like, no, let's talk Star Wars. Let's dive into some Star Wars stuff. So this week is kind of perfect as I am trying to ramp myself back into Star Wars love. So it works out that we're talking about Star Wars, and it works out that this week it was announced that production has officially begun on Star Wars Starfighter. This is the next Star Wars film that we will be seeing after Mandalorian and Grogu comes out next year. This photo, there was a photo released on social media. So I gotta take a drink real quick. Excuse me. It's a black and white photo showing star of this film, Ryan Gosling, sitting next to a child. They're both sitting on a speeder of some kind, a land speeder. Now, that child actor's name is Flynn Gray, who is the second lead, I guess, in the film from the very little that we know about it. We know that Ryan Gosling's character is supposed to be trying to protect a young child. Now we know that that child is a male child being played by this guy named Flynn Gray, who's done a couple TV things, but not a real, child, not a big name in the child actor world so far. In the same photo, the caption on that photo listed the cast of Star Wars Starfighter, which included, Ryan Gosling, Flynn Gray, and the other ones that we know about, Mia Goth and Matt Smith. But it also threw in Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart himself in the new DCU, and Amy Adams. Amy Adams is going to be in this movie. I believe that Amy Adams is playing the mother of the whatever character Flynn Gray is.
Right. It was confirmed that that's what she was playing.
So Steve, rewind your brain to, I don't know, anytime from like 2020 until like 2023 or whatever. Sometime like a few years ago, post Rise of Skywalker, before we knew anything about this movie happening. Can you imagine if Disney came out and said, "Oh, we're going to make a Star Wars movie and the cast is Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth, Matt Smith, Amy Adams, and Aaron Pierre." How great of a cast is that for a Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
It's a crazy good cast.
I mean, right? Star Wars has always kind of, I don't want to say prided itself, but like been very much on the, all right, we're not going to cast a known star.
Yes.
Like, yes, we will, but it'll be an ancillary role. Like Peter Cushing was a huge, stage and
Sure.
screen actor at the time.
Sure.
Same thing with Alec Guinness, but
Right.
they
That's
weren't
back when they had,
yeah.
but they had they had to lend credibility and legitimacy to a
Right.
movie that nobody believed in,
Yep.
other than George Lucas. But you're right. Since then, it's been mostly unknown
Right.
faces.
Or someone like, Greg Grunberg, who's a 100% that guy actor, where you're like,
Right.
I know Snap Wexley from somewhere. I don't know
Right.
where.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Heroes. Okay.
I mean, the only thing I can think of, the only one I can think of that had legitimate celebrities playing legitimate roles is Solo, where you had Woody Harrelson and
Yep.
Tandy Newton and Vision, Paul Bettany as the
Yep.
villain, right?
Yeah.
And what's her face as Kira from Game of Thrones?
Coming off, she was coming off Game of Thrones, so.
But she was just coming off Game of Thrones. It's not like she was like a movie star.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she's known for television.
Well, and that's like, when Force Awakens came out, Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver were both on the like rising stars path, but like they weren't Hollywood A-listers.
Right. I'd say like Mia Goth and Aaron Pierre are kind of right now in their career, kind of probably where Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver ish were at that time. Like still like have been in things that have, they've gotten legitimate praise for, but also like they're not necessarily household names. And yeah, I mean, for a lot of the, especially the Force Awakens, like you can cast as many unknowns as you want because you have Harrison goddamn Ford in your Star Wars movie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and it's Star Wars. So, but you're right. They do a lot of, they do a lot of depending on the brand and the name and the franchise. Like it's Star Wars. Doesn't matter who's in it. It's got Star Wars on it. People are going to go see it.
Right.
Which is more or less true. But I think they probably know that the reaction to Rise of Skywalker wasn't great, and the reaction to Last Jedi was divisive. So they're like, hey, well, why don't we bring in some familiar faces this time, which will bring people back? Maybe someone who's never seen a Star Wars movie is a huge Ryan Gosling fan, so they're definitely going to come see this one. And because it's a jumping on point, it's okay. It's okay for them to have not seen anything else. And, oh, I know Amy Adams too. And, oh, Matt Smith's in this, like it'll be a way to bring in people that aren't just you and me who are going to go see anything that says Star Wars in the name.
Right. I thought he was the Doctor.
Yeah, exactly. So the other thing that came out about this movie this week, which is directed by Sean Levy, by the way, I should say that, the guy that did Deadpool and Wolverine. The film's cinematographer has been revealed to be a guy named Claudio Miranda, who's an Oscar-winning cinematographer. He won an Oscar for the cinematography of the movie Life of Pi. He's also shot Top Gun Maverick and the aforementioned on this podcast, F1, which has made over $600 million this past year worldwide. So I've seen clips of Life of Pi. Haven't seen the whole thing.
Oh.
Haven't seen F1. I have seen Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is a really damn good looking movie.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
Life of Pi was very good and very stylized. So
Yes.
like he definitely knows his way around a camera. I actually
sure.
own a copy of Life of Pi somewhere.
Oh, random.
I don't know. It might be digital. I was going to say you could borrow it, but
Yeah.
Overall it was a killer movie and very unique in how it had to be shot, and
right.
there's a lot of things going on one boat.
For sure. CGI tiger and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like that's got to be taken into account when you're the cinematographer and how you're lighting the scene and all that kind of stuff.
So
and also, you and I both thought when we saw Top Gun Maverick, not that we saw it together, but we both had the same thought that like the second half of that movie is just like kind of like the trench run on Earth is like a Star Wars. We have to get to this thing over this thing and
100%
and explode the thing.
You have to drop into this canyon and fire the thing at the end and then get out.
Yeah. Right.
It's literally the trench run. And technically, Mike, we did see the first opening scene of that movie together. On a battleship.
That's true. That's true. We did. So our sons decided they didn't want to watch it anymore.
They were like, oh, that was cool. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Keep walking around. Not give our dads any kind of rest.
It's what young boys do.
That's true. So if this guy is good at shooting fictitious starfighters as good as he is shooting actual real life fighter jets, then this movie's gonna be great. I think this movie's gonna look really good.
Yeah,
that you got this guy going.
I mean, if if he has the breadth from, literally shooting a movie about a dude and a 16-year-old Indian boy and a tiger on a boat, well, shipwreck craft, whatever,
sure.
rescue craft, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Either way, like the breadth from that to Top Gun Maverick or F1 is like you're gonna get the intimate and the broad scale.
For sure. Yeah. And even like the trailers and stuff I remember seeing for F1, I really thought it was all the car stuff seemed like shot incredibly well and like incredibly visceral. And, somehow George Lucas, he really likes speed, he likes
like
fast
the movie
cars and he loves the movie
like
Speed.
Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
No, the drug.
Oh,
he loves
okay.
methamphetamines. Just spreading wild rumors about George Lucas tonight.
He's a method that loves loves Sandra Bullock and methamphetamines. It's fine.
No, but he loves hot rods and like American Graffiti and racing and cruising and things like that. Like that was a huge inspiration for him. He wanted all the X-Wings to be like hot rods, like modded cars.
Thankfully that didn't happen.
What's that?
I said thankfully that didn't fully happen.
Well, I remember seeing in some, I can't remember if it was the ILM documentary or some other Star Wars documentary, but like, he wanted all the TIE fighters to look more or less identical because they're like off an assembly line, and he wanted some of the X-Wings to look like
the different paint
maybe they're a little more
and,
janky looking, or maybe different colors and things like that, because they've been, the rebels are like just kind of throwing these together and making them work, so I think that is very, a guy like Claudio Miranda, who can shoot things like fighter jets and F1 racing cars, is kind of a good guy to get in the tradition of speedy Star Wars stuff. So nothing but good news for me about Star Wars Starfighter so far. Also big rumors, I guess. I don't know, but now like I think when we got that initial like very vague plot of Ryan Gosling has to protect somebody and get them somewhere, my brain immediately went to, it's going to be a force sensitive kid, and it would be great if the end he has to bring that kid to Rey, and Rey like is in this movie at the end, and maybe that sets up the next trilogy or whatever, where it's going.
Yeah, like start this where she's already set up the academy or whatever she's doing. And
and now that I know it's an actual kid that he's in charge of, I don't know. I really think that's what's going to happen, or I really hope that's what's going to happen. Like it makes me think it harder, I guess.
Right.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and if I'm right, I'm not going to be spoiled by my own guess. I think I will love it. Speaking of Rey,
so
go ahead.
His back to Claudia Miranda, his fullish filmography, failure to launch, which I think it's a rom-com. Oh yeah, rom-com with Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker. Benjamin Button.
Yes, Curious Case of.
Tron Legacy.
Yep.
Life of Pi. Oblivion, which I haven't seen, but it's a Tom Cruise post-apocalyptic.
That's the Tom Cruise one, right? Yeah. I've heard that's actually good, but it didn't do well. I've heard it's good, but I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Tomorrowland, and then Only the Brave. So that was about the hotshot firefighters, and then Top Gun Maverick, Spiderhead, Naiad, which is about swimmers, F1, and this. So like, there's a lot of varied, like wildly
he's done a lot of different
stuff.
Yeah. Seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yep. So he did also do the music video for the Thong Song.
Really? I did not expect that at all. I didn't know what you're going to say, but definitely wasn't that.
Yep.
I could
Nope. When I saw that, I was like, no, I gotta throw that one out there because it was not on the top 100 things that I would have expected on this page.
No way I would have guessed. A million years. You could have given me all the clues. Music video from this year. No way.
Yeah.
Speaking of the thong song.
Oh,
just kidding.
We're going that direction. Speaking of wildly vacillating, here we are in the Multiverse Report.
Speaking of Rey.
Yep.
It has been speculated that we will be seeing the further adventures of that character. Speculated, but also announced. But I first use the word speculated because who knows what that Charmin Obaid Chinoy movie is, if that's going to happen ever. What's going on there?
Don't know.
We also know that Simon Kinberg is writing a trilogy of Star Wars films. And it's been kind of heavily rumored that that trilogy may end up being episode 10, 11, and 12. And who knows if that's true, but if it is true, it will likely involve the character of Rey as well. Got a smidgen of an update about Simon Kinberg's Star Wars trilogy. He gave an interview this week where he talked about his inspiration for writing it. Of course, he did not give away any plot details about what he actually is focusing on or the characters he's using or when we will know anything about any of this at all. But he said the following, quote, "My favorite of the Star Wars movies is Empire Strikes Back, and it's because the balance between the epic and the intimate is so strong in that they're such personal stories. The stakes are really personal, and yet, obviously, there's all kinds of great science fiction. I think Andor did an extraordinary job of that as well. It was such an emotional, intense, personal show that also had, obviously, massive stakes to it, and politics, and all of that." So,
I mean,
he's taking inspiration from Star Wars to write Star Wars, which I guess is good.
It's also, okay. Thank you for your favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back for all the reasons why it's everybody's favorite movie.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm so shocked.
Right. Thank you for that edgy response.
Yeah, like, oh, Empire, huh? Interesting. Like, oh yeah, of course.
My favorite.
Oh, you like Empire? Oh, you like Andor too? Right. Oh,
my favorite Jurassic Park is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
You are a Star Wars fan that is approximately our age or slightly older. That's where you're going to be at.
That's where you're at. Do you want this to be episode 10, 11, and 12? Simon Kinberg trilogy?
I don't care. Like, if they never do the saga films again, I don't care. Yeah. That's probably my hot take for the day.
That's a pretty hot take.
You know what? Like, they told their tale. We saw an arc. We saw the arc die again. Like, if you don't go back to that well again, it doesn't bother me. If you if you take what could be the next saga film and just kind of branch it off into its own thing, sure. Like, do we need any more episodic?
It has to be.
Whatever. Like, I don't know.
It would have to be its own thing.
Right.
Because the only plot line, there's no plot line really that's left. Right?
Finn's Jediing whatever Rose exists as.
I guess that's true. That's true. Like, the only thing left is to move forward with the surviving characters. Rey, Finn, Poe.
Yep.
If it's going to be in episode 10, like you said, like if you're going to make it episode 10, that is a continuation of that story easily.
Right.
So it's got to be those characters. But it would have to be something, there's no lingering threat. So it would have to be something new. And the only way to have it be a fitting sequel is to use characters that have already, been used.
Right.
You can't start completely fresh with all new characters and an all new plot line and call it episode 10.
Yeah. And at the same time,
do that if you want to do that. You're doing it with Starfighter. Great. I love that. I'm excited about it. And maybe someday we'll get a Starfighter 2. Who knows? But I think there's a lot of people that think of Star Wars as episodic trilogies, and that's all it can be. And I think there's probably people at Lucasfilm that have to be like that are thinking, no, Star Wars is trilogies. Star Wars is episodes, and if we don't do episode 10, then we're going to lose people, you know. And that could be true. I don't know. I don't know. And part of me feels that way too. I think I said it on a recent, like maybe last week. It's like, you know, if Starfighter is a spin-off, what's it spinning off from? Because there's no saga films anymore. There's no main storyline anymore. It's the Wild West. I think I said that last week too. So we're in this weird space with Star Wars right now, where we're getting standalones. We're getting Mandalorian and Grogu, the spinoff of itself, kind of, into a movie. We're getting Starfighter, which is something wildly new and unknown, new characters.
Right.
And there's a lot of other like question marks over what else we're going to get. But having there not be like a main storyline episode films that we know are coming out, it's kind of weird. It seems like everything's up in the air. And if they commit to that and keep going, fine. But also this episodes and the trilogies, the saga, is really, I feel like, what kept Star Wars apart from other franchises. You know, like superhero franchises that are just like, you know, Marvel, here's a Spider-Man, here's a Doctor Strange, here's a Black Panther, here's a Captain America, you know, like these are all, they connect, but they're all very different, you know. And Star Wars, that one franchise, like, no, here's the main story, and yeah, there'll be a couple things here and there, but like these are the main ones. And I can imagine them wanting to continue that just because it keeps them unique amongst all these franchises.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I wonder what you can do to maintain an original story with what and where we're at as far as how many times can you blow up the Death Star and kill the Emperor?
Right.
Like, if they can come up with a new and original concept, sure, give me a new trilogy. Otherwise, give me these one-off films that just have their own enveloping story. Because, you know, blow up Death Star, shit goes sideways, blow up Death Star again can only be used so many times as a trilogy. And we've already done it at least twice.
Certainly proven that they can blow up multiple Death Stars, and they've unfortunately proven that you can kill the Emperor multiple times.
Yes.
I would like them to find a way to get around that. But also, like, Star Wars is kind of about, like, defeating the ever-present threat of fascism, you know, which is relatable. Yeah. And I'm not saying that fascism does not have to come with an emperor or a Death Star. But I think there's definitely ways to make it fresh. There's ways to make it feel different without running back to visuals that we know. You know, they have to kind of get away from nostalgia. And I think they're being forced to now because they've left so much of it behind, whether it be plot lines or characters, that they have to get into something new. So I think that's Simon Kinberg. If Simon Kinberg is writing episode 10, 11, and 12, then I think that is his challenge, is to make it feel like Star Wars, but also have it be new things, which is not impossible, but can feel daunting. Yeah. Because Star Wars has done similar things over and over again, like we just talked about, blowing up giant death-related spheres and killing old men in black robes. Like, that is a thing that happens in Star Wars quite a bit. But like, so I can see people being like, well, what else is there? This is what Star Wars is. It's like, well, you know, think outside the box there, Kinberg. Hopefully he is.
Yeah.
And if he does, then great. Give me episode 10.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like you mentioned, you know, the destroying fascism and whatnot as the through theme. You can still do that without blowing up a giant spherical object.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe make it a small spherical object. We keep getting bigger. Let's go smaller.
Yeah.
Give me your
Or it
friendly
doesn't have to-
neighborhood spherical object, Mike.
Yeah. Or it doesn't have to end with a giant anything blowing up. It could end a different way.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, the battle could be a battle instead of a planetary explosion.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Rebels is some of the best Star Wars ever. They don't blow up a Death Star in Rebels. They don't kill an Emperor in Rebels.
No.
Still a lot of fascism, still a lot of stormtroopers getting punched in the face. I guess that's the thing. I would still like them to continue with stormtroopers, because stormtroopers is such a Star Wars thing that you have to either invent a new design that is as classic as a stormtrooper, or just keep giving me like variations of stormtroopers, which I'm fine with because I love variations of stormtroopers. But also, can they do that if like the Empire, if they're really leaving the Empire behind and or the First Order or whatever? I think that's the trick. That's the trick, to come up with a new enemy that is like symbolizes whatever, Nazis or fascists or whatever, you know.
See Hux's rally in The Force Awakens.
Because like people criticized the First Order for just being a carbon copy of the Empire, right? And it was. Right. It was just like a new version of the Empire. If we go in another trilogy with a third version of the Empire, then okay.
Where'd the shark go?
What are we doing?
We just jumped over.
Yeah. Okay. What are we doing? Yeah. So,
but like you said, how do you do that without? Yeah. Where do you get your iconic, stormtroopers, TIE fighters, whatever?
As much as I like to shit on the prequels, the idea of a droid army is different than stormtroopers,
and the stormtroopers being the good guys.
Well, the weird part of it for me was that they still did use quote unquote stormtroopers, clone troopers, whatever. They used that iconography, but just made them the good guys. And I was just like, at that time, I was just like, what? Come on, stormtroopers are bad. Don't tell me these are good guys. And they end up whatever.
Well, but, and then you watch the Clone Wars, and you're like, God damn it, I like these guys.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, you'd think. I feel like there's probably people that are like, what's wrong? Just write a Star Wars movie. Just get it out. Just give me something new. It's like, okay, you just said a lot of things that are way harder than you think they are to give me something new. But anyway, speaking of new things, we're getting a new Star Wars movie next year. We're less than a year away from a new Star Wars movie. Isn't that crazy?
We think we are. Oh wait, no, that's the May. That's the May date, right? 27 was the November date.
No, Starfighter is May. Oh, are there two dates in 2027?
I think next year is November 26.
No, Mando and Grogu comes out in the summer. It's a summer movie.
Does it?
It's like May. I think so.
All right. I stand corrected.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a summer release. Because then Starfighter is May 27 for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, May 26, 2026, and December 17th, 2027 are the two windows. So Starfighter is going to be December 7th. No. Oh. What the hell?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, May 22nd and then May 28th, 2027. And there is currently still
there's a date.
A December 17th, 2027 date that is attached to something.
Right.
The standard untitled Star Wars movie.
That will probably get moved since we haven't heard anything about any other production starting on a Star, unless it's a secret one. Right. That'd be great. Surprise. This other movie's happening in December.
Kind of like Mandalorian and Grogu was a complete surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. And from all we know, it's out. Not out. It's done.
Yep.
It's finished.
They're working post.
And they showed some footage from it at a little event called D23 this past weekend. Disney convention, which I don't feel like really made any headlines much other than this is kind of the only thing that I saw.
Star Wars wise, it was a very we
Disney
talked about
focused.
it. Yeah, we talked about it before. I mean, go figure D23 is going to be Disney focused, but there was not much Star Wars. It was very parks heavy. It was very other properties heavy.
Yeah.
So it's
and we're only saying that because there have been years where they have treated D23 like their own San Diego Comic-Con, where
Right.
they've had giant Marvel announcements and giant Star Wars announcements and things like that. But not this year. Not this year. But they did show some footage from Mandalorian and Grogu. And a number of stills from that footage have leaked online. I have seen unofficial shots of, obviously, the Mandalorian, a lot of adorable Grogu shots, a very cool shot of the three of them, or sorry, the two of them walking next to Zeb Orrelios.
There's Orrelios. Everybody's favorite Lasat.
Who we knew he was going to be in this movie, but looking very cool. And also some snowtroopers. Love to see some snowtroopers.
I realized I called Zeb everybody's favorite Lasat, and then I realized that we've only ever met like a nominal number of others. In that Rebels arc.
He's far and away everyone's favorite Lasat.
Unless you have a weird attachment to like the old lady maiden. Yeah, like unless you form some weird attachments during Rebels to them, it's Zeb.
That grandma and grandpa characters. Yep. Yeah. But what you said still true. He's everyone's favorite. That's not you're not making that up.
I feel like I'm mildly downplaying it by
yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you see any of these stills or anything that I have?
I did not.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh, okay.
I haven't seen any of them.
They look good. They look shiny and cool. Looks like a movie. That's the thing. It looks like a movie and less like a TV show. These are from stills that I saw, which was something I was like a little worried about, but also like Jon Favreau, he made Iron Man, made Elf. He's made movies, Now he's not just a TV guy, so he knows how to make a movie. And I guess I just really wanted to make sure it looked like a movie and not just looked like more of the TV show, which I am looking forward to rewatching for sure, because I will rewatch probably all 3 seasons of Mandalorian before this movie comes out. Absolutely. Likely with my son, who will want to go see Mandalorian and Grogu. It'll be his first new Star Wars movie in a theater.
Oh, yeah. That's my son expressed interest in watching The Mandalorian. I'm like, yeah, you can probably do it now.
Yeah, you can probably do it, yeah. I think we're going to try to finish Rebels first and then jump to Mando. And I guess if we have time, maybe we'll watch Ahsoka, because there's a chance that Ahsoka characters could be in this movie. Yeah. Also, seeing how
with them
a lot of the
Zeb
Rebels crew is
in,
like Hera and Jason, and they're all
still
in that
around.
Universe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's you're right. The summer is kind of a funky time for. It's like, well, do I still want to watch stuff? Yes, I'm going to stay up and watch stuff. He's still going to bed. Like
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and like he's. We live in a neighborhood where there's a bunch of kids that my son loves playing with, and he'll straight up say, like, I want to watch a movie, but if someone rings the doorbell, I'm going to go out and play. I'm like, well, then we're not going to watch a movie, because I'm not going to stop whatever Force Awakens halfway through so you can go out and play, and then we'll watch it a week later. Like, no way.
Yep.
And that's my like nerdiness, preventing me from watching movies in
I've also I've gotten the Indiana Jones, like he's like, yeah, I'd like to watch that. I'm like, okay, well, someday we'll get to it.
Find a time. Yeah. You tell me when you want to sit in a room for 2 hours and watch
right. Would you like to sit still? Because I know you, and I don't think the answer is yes.
Yo, but we watched The Princess Bride over this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And Sam had never seen it.
Yep.
And we watched it outside on our deck. I have a projector, and I like hung a sheet up, and we waited till it got dark. It was great. Never done that before. That's like an hour and 40-minute movie. All 3 of us sat and watched it. We didn't get up and move once. Nobody got a snack. No one had to pee. No one like had to get another blanket or anything like that. We were like, I hadn't seen it, and my wife and I hadn't seen it in so long. Sam had never seen it. It was like we just sat down and were like so focused on the movie. We were like literally just gripped by the movie. So I'm like, no one moved for an hour and 40 minutes. It was great. It was great. It's like we're in a theater. Yeah. And he loved it.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I tried to show it to my wife the other day, who had never seen it in her, a couple months ago, who had never seen it in her childhood. And apparently it does not ring as true to people who have not seen it in their childhood.
I guess I can see that, but no offense
Like
to your wife, she didn't like Jaws either.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like Princess
She's got
Bride
the
and
best
Jaws are
taste in
slightly
movies.
different movies.
I know they're different movies, man, but they're both kind of
we also were
heralded
ragging
classics.
on her. Yeah, we were also ragging on her for that this weekend with a couple of
Yeah.
other friends of ours, where it's like, at the same time, I get it. You never experienced it prior, and your first time seeing it as as a mother, you're probably also looking at it differently. Like as a parent, I know, like rewatching it, I'm like, oh shit, like they just let those kids just wander on like 3 beaches over when they're like 4 years old. All right, and then you're like, oh, it's the 70s. Things are kind of weird.
Yeah, 75. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Still weird. Still a bad take on movies. I will not defend my wife for this.
Yeah.
Love her to death. Will not defend her take on Jaws.
I'm just gonna clip out you saying I'm not gonna defend my wife and send that to her and see how much trouble you get in.
Oh, that's great.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Nobody do that to Steve. Steve, do you have a comic to review this week?
Probably, but I haven't been home to read it. Oh no, I
okay.
didn't get one this week because I didn't even go to the shop this week.
I did go to the shop this week. I adjusted my pull. I had a long talk with Mustache Mike, and I thought while I was there, I got to make sure I ask for something to review, and then I didn't.
Yep.
So I got nothing either.
Well, I know we do have a couple things coming up. One of which I definitely want your take on, and it's not the one I talked about earlier.
Ooh.
Did you know that for the 70th anniversary of your beloved Muppets, they will be doing a ton of Marvel variant covers?
I did see that.
Yes.
I did see that. I forgot about it until you mentioned it. Yes. I do love the Muppets, and I did see that they're going to be similar. I feel like there's been a few times Marvel has done like Mickey, Goofy, Donald,
the what if
kind
type
of like covers. Yes.
So I'm showing on the screen right now some of the covers. Right now, it's the Rolf as Venom, like the Venom 250.
Hilarious.
Yeah, like the iconic cover from that. There is the Swedish Chef doing the Wolverine #1 with the he's got 3 wooden spoons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, the Beaker and Bunsen doing the Beaker is the Hulk, or Bunsen is the Hulk from like the Hulk 30 cover with him behind.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Fozzie is the
funny.
Thing.
Oh, cool.
As you can imagine, Sam the Eagle as Captain America.
Captain America. Yeah.
There is no other way.
Yeah. That's funny.
Piggy as Thanos.
Oh, wow.
And as Spidey. Piggy holding Kermit in the AF-15 cover.
Wow. That's genius. That's really funny.
Oh yeah, there's some good ones.
Really funny.
Surfer and Thor with Kermit.
I saw that one.
Gonzo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really wish Disney knew how to use the Muppets in a way that made them like more relevant.
Yeah.
It seems like they just don't know what to do.
No,
and
they don't.
Unable to really manage them in the way that helps them shine and thrive. So figure it out, Disney.
Alas.
Figure it out. Get off your high horse. Yeah, check out some of those Muppet covers coming out sometime soon. And this week in your local comic book store, you may find the following titles: Absolute Green Lantern #6, Absolute Superman #11, Adventures of Superman, Book of L #1, All New Venom #10, Amazing Spider-Man 11, Avengers 30, Batgirl #11. Gonna talk about this one a little bit. Batman #1. Batman #1. Big deal. Cruel Universe #1, although it's not true. Oh no, maybe it's #1 of a new. Anyway, I don't know. Doctor Strange #450, Flash Gordon #11, FML #6, G.I. Joe Real American Hero #320, Gwenpool #5, Justice Society of America #11, Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong 2 #4, Laura Kinney Wolverine 10, Magic #9, Poison Ivy #36, Red Sonja vs. Army of Darkness #5, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Magic Unleashed, number 1. Savage Sword of Conan, number 10. Sonic the Hedgehog, 81. Sonya Reborn, that's Red Sonya. Sonya Reborn, number 1. Spider-Man 94, number 1. Star Trek Red Shirts, number 2. Star Trek Voyager Homecoming, number 1. Star Wars Han Solo Hunt for the Falcon, number 1. Star Wars Legacy of Vader, number 8. Teen Titans Go, number 7. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 11. Ultimate X-Men, 19. Uncanny X-Men, 20. And Wolverine, 13. Lots of good books this week at your local comic book store. Steve, Batman, number 1.
Batman, number
Fourth comic book in history to be called Batman, number 1.
And this one, written by Matt Fraction and drawn by Jorge Jimenez.
Fraction. Now, Jorge Jimenez has been on Batman before under a number of writers.
Yep.
I think he started with Tynion, and he continued when Tynion left. And who took over after Tynion for like a short amount of time before?
Was it one of the Toms?
I don't remember. But then Zdarsky took over for a short time after there's like a gap in between Tynion and Zdarsky, because Tynion left abruptly, I believe.
Right.
But so Jorge Jimenez has been on Batman for on and off for like a while, years. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of a thing where I feel like his art is becoming synonymous with Batman a little bit. And he's great. He's a really good artist. I wouldn't hate to see a new artist on the book, however, especially when a new writer as talented as Fraction coming onto the book. I feel like it'd be a good time to switch up the art as well. However, I get it. He's great and he knows what he's doing. So yeah. And something big about this book, Batman number 1, is that they're switching up a lot of stuff. They're switching up the costume.
Yep.
They're bringing in Tim, switching up Tim's costume as Robin. New Batmobile. They're saying new gadgets, new villains. Like, they're doing a lot of new stuff. Batman is going back to the blue and gray, and for the first time ever, he's got like a big bright blue bat on his chest instead of like a black bat or a black bat with a yellow signal around it, or whatever. Blue on gray.
Yep.
And I think I like that look. I think I do. I'll have to see what the tone of the book is like, what the tone of the character is. But all the art that I've seen from it is really great because Jimenez knows what he's doing. And Fraction knows what he's doing. So yeah. I hope this is as good as I want it to be. I don't know. Because I feel like Zdarsky started pretty strong, and then, I don't know, it didn't keep me on. But I have officially put Batman back on my pull list to probably get at least the first arc of Fraction's run here.
Well, there you go. Josh Williamson was who you were looking for.
Williamson. I knew it was I was like, it's a J. It's like a Joe or a Jim or something with a J. Josh Williamson took over briefly. Yeah.
And one of the Toms was prior to Tynion. King's Run was just before that on Volume 3.
Correct. Yeah. Tom King was on for a long time.
Yep.
Then Tynion took over. And Tom King is one of those, his run is one of those that did get another Batman number 1. Before that, it was the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo Rebirth number 1, which I just finished reading the Court of Owls arc on digital. Man, that is so good. And that is like,
it was never, there was never a new number 1 until the New 52.
Correct.
Wow. I did not realize it had been like ongoing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Issue
That's
713. Volume 1 went up to 713. God dang.
Yeah, that's why that New 52 was like a big deal. That for that Snyder Capullo Court of Owls was like a huge deal. Yeah. And reading that again, I hadn't read it in a long time, but like the tone of that and the characterization of Bruce Wayne and Batman in that Court of Owls run, like, is such a seismic difference from previous Batman incarnations.
Right.
In like such a positive way. It's like darker, it's detective-y, it's also very personal to like Bruce Wayne Batman, you know, like it's really, really good. And like it still stands out. Like still nothing feels like that that Scott Snyder run. I don't think. No other Batman things feels like that. Which is why it's great. Character's very malleable, very popular character. Now, Steve, you brought up something about the Batman #1 that you might be able to be getting from our good friends at Funky Town Comics.
Yes.
This week when it comes out.
So this time for the Batman #1, they are doing similar to what was done for Battle Beast earlier this year. They are doing a blind bag run on Batman. So in each blind bag, which retails for $9.99 instead of the $7.99 normal cover, you will get a foil variant of one of the Batman covers. So they'll all be foil variants of one of the, you know, ABCD covers. I think there's 8 of them. And then you also have a chance for a 1 in 500. Is it an art germ? Jim Lee. Jim Lee 1 in 500. And a Jorge Jimenez 1 in 1,000. So, you know, there's that dangling the carrot on a stick. At the same time, you know, I know at least the A cover, like you can just buy the foil variant for.
Yeah.
That they're selling, and then Archerm has a wraparound cover of the #1 with his take on the cover art. So
yeah,
those are getting released. I don't know what to think about a blind bag that, for one, is premium only. I don't know if I like that take on it. So when Battle Beast released theirs, everything was the exact same price that Battle Beast #1 would have been.
Right.
This, you have, you know, the A cover and the normal covers on top of this extra blind bag that might have something, you know, above and beyond. I guess if you were originally going to grab the foil variant, usually those are a couple bucks more anyways.
Sure.
If that's what you're looking for, you might as well grab one of these. But otherwise, you know, if you're not for one, unless you're, I guess, chasing the cardboard crack for gotcha game or something where it's like, oh, well, there's always that chance for something.
Right.
Like we're now gambling in comics. Like, I get it for, you know, if you're releasing it for the standard MSRP, sure. But like putting another premium on it on top of it, it's like, I don't know.
They're preying on our collectors' brains and psyching us up for something that we likely won't get. You know, likely will not be worth anything more than what you'd pick off the stand, like you said, whatever foil variant you want.
Now, on the flip side, those artists that are doing covers for this, I don't know if you saw the full list.
I have not seen the full list.
Jorge Jimenez, Andy Kubert, David Aja.
Great. Whoa, great.
Frank Quitely, Gabriel Delato, JSC, Jim Lee, Julian Totino Tedesco, and Silvestri, and the Archerm one that we were talking about.
So those are just for the blind bags, or are those just regular variants you can buy?
Those are regular variants, but that's also the ones that are going to be in the blind bag.
The foil variants of the blind
So no matter what you have, you will get a variant cover from a damn good artist.
Yes, you sure will.
Like there are no slouches in that list in any way, shape, or form.
No.
As sick as I might be of J. Scott Campbell at this point, like there's not any, like they're all bangers.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I have requested a Batman blind bag from Funky Town Comics and Vinyl.
Nice.
If you are a member, I believe you can do that. If you have a box there.
Yeah, I think if you got a puller.
Yeah. If not, you just gotta go in and get. Hopefully they don't run out. This Wednesday, Batman #1. What else is on your pull list? I'm also getting. This is also my Poison Ivy week. Poison Ivy 36. I can't believe. feel like I haven't read
The
the
one-
last bunch of Poison Ivies. I need to. I can't believe I've been getting that for 36 issues.
I was gonna say,
And-
wasn't that only supposed to be like a maxi, like a
It was
9
supposed
or
to be
12
a
issue?
mini. It was supposed to be
originally
6 issues.
yeah, and then they
upped
expanded
it to 12, and then it became ongoing, and it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. And anytime there's been a couple times where I get in the situation where I'm like a few issues behind, and I'm like, oh, I should just drop this book. I'm not even reading it. But then I catch up and I read those issues that I've read. I'm like, oh, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Like I can't drop this book.
Yep.
That's kind of where I'm at now.
That's been me with
I
Transformers.
really should just pull the plug.
Like,
what's that?
That's been me with Transformers. Is every time I'm like, oh, this, all right, it's a slog. I got to read through. Oh, it's really good. Damn it.
Yeah. Yep. So what? I really want to read Red Sonja versus Army of Darkness, but I'm just gonna wait for a trade at this point.
Yep.
For sure. And we were just talking last week about Archie and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and there's a brand new Sabrina the Teenage Witch
Well, there you
Magic
go.
Unleashed coming out, so that's cool. Are you excited about Spider-Man 94? It's like one of those. It's like a continuation of the animated series.
Like, I don't know. You did it once. It worked.
They did do it once. They've done that before.
No. It worked for X-Men 97.
Yeah.
You're going to try and cash in on it. Like,
I'm surprised that they're doing it now when it was like a year or two ago when we got like Batman 89 and Superman 78 and X-Men 97, and now this tail end we're getting a Spider-Man 94. Like, I feel like you should have figured that out when those things were popping. You know?
Yeah, one would think, but
whatever.
Yep.
Whatever.
No, the only things on my poll are the Absolutes and TMNT.
You're not doing Ultimate X-Men anymore?
Nope. Been off the Ultimate X-Men train for a while.
Really?
I'll probably pick that up and trade at some point. But yeah. The X-Men one was very like so Momoko had art and writing on it. And it was a very good story, but I had to cut one of them, and that was the one that lost for me.
Sure.
I definitely want to read it either in trade or on Unlimited, but it wasn't the week to week that was happening.
Yep. Is this a week when we can talk about a TV show? Are you not caught up on
how many Alien Earths are out?
4.
Then yes. We can
I
talk
cannot
that.
talk about cannot talk about Peacemaker. I haven't seen episode 2 of Peacemaker. Okay.
So.
I also don't remember what happened in Alien.
I don't either.
Should we bother talking about it then, or should we just wait until we can talk about it?
I mean, I'm curious. It's
okay.
I don't know. I guess we can go non-spoiler with it. Things are getting weird.
Things are getting weird. You know, we can talk about Alien Earth. Let's wrap up, and then we'll talk. Well, I'm going to look up a description of the episode, so we can more. No, you wrap up.
All right.
For the non Alien Earth people.
So for non-Alien Earth people, what you should do right now are to go and like and subscribe and do all the things to, help us trick the algorithm into making you watch more of our stuff, because why not? So YouTube, like, subscribe. We'll be back here weekly, either Monday or Tuesday at 9 something. Usually it's about 9:45 by the time we get everything all said and done. Beyond that, check us out on the socials at the Multiverse Report. And check us out on your podcatcher of choice. Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Do all those things. And if you are caught up on Alien Earth and would like to hear us talk about it in spoiler form, you can stay. Otherwise, you should go. Or if you're not watching it and you don't care and you just want to hear us talk about it, you're watching the show through our voices, then you can stay and do that too. But we're going to start doing that. Here's your friendly neighborhood spoiler warning. If you are leaving, thank you for being here, but goodbye. Okay. Episode 4 is called Observation. I'm going to go ahead. It was suggested to me by friend of the show, Adam Karki, that we should read a description, an episode summation before we talk about it.
Okay.
So we know what we're talking about. So let's do that.
So we don't ramble. Sweet.
So we don't ramble so much. Exactly. Wendy wakes up with her hearing disabled. Of course, this is after she collapsed at the end of episode 3 by hearing the screams of a facehugger being dissected. It's very strange. Wendy wakes up with her hearing disabled. Arthur adjusts her hearing so that she is able to hear xenomorph eggs without it being painful. Wendy is able to speak the language of the xenomorphs in a frequency audible to humans. Kirsch and Toodles test trifam creature. Okay, an octopus-like creature on a sheep. Oh, that's the eyeball monster. Okay, eyeball monster.
Trypanohinchoacellus.
Thanks for correcting my pronunciation, Steve. You're always there for me. And it implants itself in the sheep's brain. Kirsch remarks that the creature is highly intelligent. Morrow continues to communicate with Slightly and pressures him into revealing his name as a sign of trust. Morrow convinces Slightly to steal one of the xenomorph eggs. Nibs claims she is pregnant, and I forgot about that, when Dame Sylvia tries to make her talk about the rescue mission, Nibs becomes violent and is unknowingly put under house arrest. Hermit, having become jaded after seeing how Wendy is treated more as an experimental prototype than a person, attempts to quit and leave his position, only for Adam Enos to tell him that if he does, he will be sent a large bill for his new lung and will never see Wendy again. When Slightly contacts Morrow to tell him it isn't possible to steal an egg, Morrow reveals that he used Slightly's real name to track him down and his family, and implies that he will harm them if Slightly does not comply. He then instructs Slightly to find a human and take them to the eggs so they can be infected by a facehugger. It is revealed that Kirsch is listening to their conversations. Later that night, Wendy observes a xenomorph-infected lung, and a xenomorph suddenly bursts out. She is able to placate it, presumably due to her ability to speak their language. That is episode 4 of Alien Earth. Steve, this is crazy for me to say. I don't know if I like this show. I think it's okay.
I don't
know if I like
all
it.
in the first 2 episodes, and then it kind of started turning into something else.
It's just really weird.
It
really
is
weird,
and they may pull it around.
And yeah, and I'm fine with weird.
Yeah,
but like it's kind of like it. It's still, like I said to you, I'm still struggling with how it doesn't feel like Alien to me. And I get why they couldn't make it feel like an Alien movie. It's a TV show. It's a different medium. It's got to be different. But I don't like her being able to hear xenomorph eggs. It's just it just seems like such a non-alien thing. I don't know. Okay, she's not a human. She's a hybrid. Okay, whatever. But like for a human, quote unquote, to be able to communicate just seems so anti what this franchise is, I guess. I guess they maybe probably would have gotten us there eventually. But I don't know. I guess I just don't know if I like it. I just don't know. I keep watching it and I'm going to watch every episode unless I really start hating it. I don't think I'm going to hate it. But I just don't know. And I really didn't like this whole plot with Morrow trying to convince Slightly.
That one didn't get me at all.
I was like, this is the lamest, hackiest plot line from any show or movie or whatever. Like, be my friend, trust me. And, and then like, oh, now your family's in. Oh my God. It's so hacky. Like, I've seen that so many times. I just don't care about that.
Yeah.
I got to say, I did love that a snake xenomorph came out of a human lung at the end of it. I really liked that.
And did you see
that was like weird in the way that I was in?
Did you see on the side tucked in? You could see the arms and all that, like just heading.
Oh no, I couldn't. Yeah. I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think that was just a normal xenomorph.
Okay. But then why didn't it come out as a whole, as with like little legs and stuff like they usually do?
I don't know.
Because it gestated in a lung and not a human body. That's the other cool. Like that shit is cool. That they took in episode 3. Kirsch takes like a fucking larva or something out of the facehugger, which presumably is what the facehugger injects
would implant into you. Yeah.
implant into you, which I never thought of that would be a physical thing. Of course it is. Put it into a human lung so it can grow a little bit at least. Maybe it just hasn't finished, or it can't grow enough in the lung so it comes out tiny.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it going to stay a snake thing? That'd be cool if it was a weird, like, it's kind of like what we were talking about. Like, I would love more. I think, was it you that I was talking about this with? That I would love more alien coming out of animals and having it have the traits of those animals. You know?
That was, yes. So that was a conversation we had ancillarily with another friend of ours that,
okay.
Because we had talked about, well, we kind of did it the last 10 minutes of revenue.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No, not Covenant. Romulus.
Romulus. Yeah. Yes. But that was also with like the black goo from Prometheus.
Yeah, and that like there's all sorts of.
Like, the alien in Alien or in Aliens, they look like that. They look humanoid because they come out of humans. And in Alien 3 comes out of a dog, and it's an alien xenomorph that runs on all fours or whatever. Like, that's cool, but like, what does a giraffe alien look like? Like, if that's the case,
that is the
then
most frightening thing I've ever seen.
Let's do some weird ass xenomorphs, you know? And I was like, oh, it's a snake xenomorph. I don't know why a snake would come out of a lung. That doesn't necessarily transfer, but like, I'm fine with a different weird looking xenomorph creature. So that part was cool. But I don't know. All in all, I like the eyeball monster.
Yeah.
But it's so not about. No one's in danger from these monsters, and no one's trying to defeat them necessarily. There isn't like and I feel like we're going to get there. We're going to get to a point where some of the characters are like, we need to stop this corporation from their plans to use these creatures for anything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's what Alien is. That's what Alien always is. And I think we're gonna get there, but it just is taking a little bit to get there. And I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. I don't hate it, but it's not what I wanted it to be. It's not hitting me the way I assumed that it would. That I'm feeling a little let down. My hype was pretty high for it, so maybe that's why.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And the whole like Wendy, Marcy, and Hermit thing, I don't know how much any of it's 100% hitting. Like you said, I will continue to watch it, but it's like, and there's still 4 episodes. They could tie things together. They could bring it all around.
Yeah.
But
it's also so many characters.
Many characters. Up until literally looking at this Wikipedia page, did not know the name of half of them.
Yeah, I know. And I know like all like the hybrids are named after Peter Pan characters.
Right.
Which is like a little annoying to me. No, come on. And I get like the genius guy that, he's obsessed with Peter Pan because he's, a kid that doesn't want to grow up, like, okay, like it's a little I guess it's a little on the nose, I guess is what I would say.
Yeah.
For me.
100% is.
But I don't know. It's good. It looks good.
It does.
But it's not like it's, it just keeps not feeling like Alien to me. So it's hard for me to be fully on board, I guess. I don't know. And I think there being so many characters is a fault of the show, because it's too much. Like, I can't really. It's hard for me to lock in with any of them because I don't know their names, and I don't see them. Episodes are not built around one of them. We're jumping over from character to character all the time. There's so much going on. So I don't know. The next one, episode 5, I'm kind of excited for it because, one, it's directed by and written by Noah Hawley.
Yep.
And it's called In Space, No One... ... Let's see. Obviously, in space, no one can hear you scream. Maybe the greatest tagline for a movie ever. So it's clearly a reference to that, and I feel like if Noah Hawley is directing it, then it's probably a big episode. And since we just got a weird snake-like xenomorph coming out of a lung, then I'm sure it has something to do with that. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We definitely will see.
Yep. And in other news, hopefully I'm able to get caught up with Peacemaker this week. Watch or talk more about that next week as well. So that's all I got on Alien.
Same here.
Don't mean to come down negative on it, but
no, I mean at the same time, we're not going to pull any punches on it.
Yeah.
So.
I've watched way worse shows.
Oh, 100%.
Every episode of Secret Invasion.
I think it was just the hype that was there and what it feels like compared to where we thought it would go. It may be something where we take a step back after the whole season, or take a step back and say, oh yeah,
you know what? That's pretty great.
It came back around, or hit the whole.
Steve's had a long day.
Yeah, hit all the notes that we wanted it to, but right now it's not doing that.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see. We'll see if it gets there. But until then, that's all I got. You got anything else, Steve?
That's it from me.
All right. So do all those things that Steve told you to do earlier. Like and subscribe. Follow us on the socials. Keep an eye out for our next episodes and things like that. And until then, as the two suns set over the burnt corpses of Owen and Beru Lars, we say thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you in the multiverse.